Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namaskaram, Master. So my salutations to my masters, all the masters, invisible and invisible. Here, today, we are going to have a discussion on, you can say, the Sumathi Satakam, that is the contents of moral and ethical code of conduct given by Baddana. So the name of the author, he has written 100 poems in Telugu language. We are going to take up few poems and I will explain the meaning in English for the benefit of the non-Telugu persons who cannot understand Telugu. Ultimately, we have to life in such a way that we live a happy and peaceful life. And happiness is the goal of everybody. And many of us are not happy for some reason or other. Why are we not happy? Because whatever is available to us, it may not be sufficient, or it is not good for me. I want more and more and more. That more never be given to us. So we are suffering. When we are searching for happiness outside, that also is not possible. So in the olden days, this is Baddana, Bhadrapala, his name is, the poet of 13th century. He wrote 100 poems, more than 100. This we call in Telugu as Shatakam. These poems are the manual of instructions for us. This manual gives us how to lead a happy life. Whenever you purchase a gadget, a manual is given. Even this body, while God has manufactured this body, there is a manual of instruction, what to do and what not to do. Unfortunately, in the name of secularism, we have forgotten to teach our children these moral values. When we were young, we learnt before the age of 8 years. But this generation, for the last 25-30 years, totally these poems are not they did not find place in the textbooks, Telugu textbooks. So, Master Parvati Kumar Master, our master KPK, has translated these poems into English poems, and he gave classes for the benefit of the Western Brotherhood. So I take the help of Master KPK's book, The Doctrine of Ethics. Is an English translation of the poem as it is. Poem he translated as poem, English poem. So I take the help of those lines. And the original, I will read Telugu first. Then I will read the English one. I will explain what is the meaning of that. This is for the benefit of the non-Telugu persons. Remember, one thing very important is, as long as we use the gadget or any laptop or cell or anything, according to the rules given in the manual of instruction, so lifespan is full. And also, without any servicing, it can work. Same is the case with human. If we follow the instructions right from day one, then our lifespan will be full, and without any repairs, means without taking any medicines, without ill health, we can lead our life. So these are the wonderful, you can say, pearls, golden, diamond, whatever you call. Each word is golden words. So we have to implement them in our life. It is not just merely to know what is written, but we have to implement them in our regular day-to-day life, and 100% we can definitely be the number one in the society, and within ourselves also, number one. So this is the thing. Today we are discussing about the Sumathi Satakam. The first poem what I wanted to tell you is, Upakariki upakaramu viparitamu kadu seya vivarimpanga apakariki upakaramu నెపమెన్నక సేయువాడు నేర్పరి సుమతి. This is the Telugu poem. Now I'll tell the English meaning of this. To help a helper is a mediocrity. Somebody helped you. You helped him. That is common. Mediocrity means it's normal. Everybody will do it. Here, the Badana says, the poet, the author of this poetry, he says, if you help a non-helper, then you are called as a divine. This is the thing we have to learn. Anybody who helps you, you can help him. Nowadays, of course, in the Kali Yuga, even that is not being done. Parents help us to come up in their life. Ultimately, we put them in the old age homes. Even those who are helping us also, we are not helping them, unfortunately. But here, the author says, this is one of the very important manual of instruction given to us, is help the non-helper. That is called divine. So you want to become a god, or you want to be worshipped as a god, adored as a god. So help the non-helper. Helping the helper is not a great thing. So upakari ki upakaram. Those who help you, help them. It's not viparita mukha to say. It is not great, something which is extraordinary. No. Apakari ki upakaram. It means the person who has harmed you, who has given harm to you, a non-helper, who never helped you. Apakari is not only non-helper, he also troubled you. That person, when he comes for a help, will you be able to extend your helping hand? That is very, very important. So if you can do that, definitely it will help you a lot. Because the account what we are crediting in this universe, like our banks and physical mundane world, whatever savings you do, that is not all. You have to save with the God. That will happen only when you help a non-helper, when you help an enemy, when he approaches you. If you can help him, definitely this would be the best point one can. ఉపమెంప మొదలు తీయన కపటం బెడనడను చెరుకు కైబడి నే ఓ నెపములు వెదుగుట కడపట కపటపు దుర్జాతి పొందు కదరా సుమతి. Meaning of this is very nice. The tasty food can be sickly in the long run. What is tasty to the tongue is harmful to the stomach. Suppose you take, for example, even we can take our regular food like sweets or something, we take too much. It is in the long run, it will spoil our health. Hasty friendship can be prickly in due course. In the same fashion, when you do friendship with a person without thinking the pros and cons and his qualities and your qualities, whether they match or not, whether he's a good person or not, if you do friendship in a hasty way, in the long run, that will spoil the relationship, and also in due course it will trouble you, it will prick you. Here, the author Badana, he wants to warn us. Before you make the friendship, assess the person. Or suppose, that means not with all friends, but those who you want to have a thick friendship with somebody, please assess him properly. And you do friendship with a wicked person, with a bad person, in due course, that will be very troublesome to you and it will trouble you a lot. So, be careful when you do friendship with the new persons and those you want to have a close relationship with your friends. He is warning us. All the poems are like this. They are only for us to rectify any bad in us, and also he warns us, if you do like this, this will happen like that. This is the book where the ethical and moral values are taught in a very simple poem, like 4 lines poem. It's called Kanda Pajjam in Telugu. Only 4 lines. But the meaning is simply super. We have to just follow this. That's all. If you do like that, wonderful life. Another poem, ఎప్పుడు తప్పులు వెదకడి అపురుషుని కొలవకూడదు. అది ఎట్లన్నాను, సర్పంబు పడగనిడను కప్ప వసించిన విధంబు కదరా సుమతి. Do not associate with men of ill will. It is like living under the shade of a serpent. A frog living under the shade of the serpent. How dangerous it is. The serpent can, any moment it can simply swallow the frog. He just compares this. If you do friendship or association with men of ill will, the men of bad intention, if you do it, the friendship, if you do with him, it is like living under the shade of a serpent. Any moment it can bite. So these are the instructions. I repeat again, the poems written by Baddena, he belongs to 13th century, where there were no printing books are there, there was no communication facilities were not there, but these are being taught in the schools up to mid of the 20th century. As long as the British people were there ruling us up to 1947, these are the textbooks we had, and the people lived happily. With the introduction of the Macaulay system, and of course, Britishers have done less damage than our own rulers. Our own rulers who were sold to the British hierarchy, that British rules, they have spoiled the education system. The education should be such one where the person gets molded into a good, useful citizen. Unfortunately, present-day education is only by hurting something and producing it, reproducing in the answer paper, forget everything, one day job, that's all. So these are the poems written by Baddena, and we are going to discuss many more in other YouTube. We will have our separate YouTube for this. Separate means under same vvrk sastry. And my request to you is please subscribe and also forward these principles to the non-Telugus who do not understand Telugu, to your friends. Please forward it, subscribe, press the bell icon. As many people as you can subscribe, forward, please do it. Thank you. Namaste.